Mr. Rush Holt of New Jersey.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I'd like to thank our very distinguished panel for being here today on the 50th anniversary of the largest recorded earthquake in North America. It's sobering to think that when the earthquake happened, we weren't even familiar enough with the theory of plate tectonics to understand what was going on. And that takes us really to the point for this hearing. We needed then and still need now significant research and scientific development in geological sciences and earthquake sciences. The past half century has seen some impressive advances, but there is quite a bit more to learn. I'm a little surprised, Mr. Chairman, that you didn't originally invite the U.S. Geological Survey to testify at this hearing, and I thank you for allowing us to invite the USGS to be here. The USGS is one of the world's leading authorities on the topic. And in addition to the general knowledge of the USGS about earthquakes, I'm interested to hear more today about other aspects of earthquake science, and in particular, I'd like to hear more about induced earthquakes and the connection between hydraulic fracturing, wastewater injection, and so forth, and earthquakes. I understand fracking itself doesn't cause earthquakes, at least not large ones, but fracking creates a lot of wastewater. There are now numerous examples of earthquakes that appear to have been induced by injection of this water, the wastewater, back into the ground. I understand USGS recently reported that the injection of fracking-related wastewater was the likely cause of the largest earthquake ever recorded in Oklahoma, magnitude 5.7, and the cause of millions of dollars of property damage. The impacts of quakes induced by fracking-related wastewater aren't limited to Oklahoma. There have been quakes in Ohio, Arkansas, Texas, Kansas, Colorado, and elsewhere. And so this is certainly a concern for people who live in these areas who maybe thought that fracking was just a mom-and-pop operation where, like drilling a water well, but it turns out to be a major industrial undertaking. In some cases, I think establishing the link between wastewater injection and earthquakes to the untrained person might seem obvious. New injection wells start up, and all of a sudden an area might have, that's never had an earthquake, might have some of these shakes. And then the injection stops and the quakes stop. But I understand that it's not that simple. And so I will be interested to hear what we do know, what we have yet to learn in that area. It's a topic that we might devote an entire hearing to. Ranking Member DeFazio previously, along with with Ranking Member Waxman of Energy and Commerce, requested just such a hearing on induced seismicity. So I'm pleased they have called for such a hearing. We can touch on the subject, I believe, in this hearing, and that might be helpful. I'm glad that Dr. Leith is here and able to answer questions about what the USGS has been doing on the subject of induced seismicity. And I'm sure there are other points that all the witnesses can make about what we have yet to learn, what research we have yet to sponsor, what studies yet need to be done to understand earthquakes that continue to happen in usually unpredictable ways and with very important consequences. So thank you.